Whether you live in Atlanta right now or you're thinking about moving to Atlanta and you're wondering what is going on with the Atlanta real estate market right now, well, this video is for you. I'm going to tell you what's been happening here in the spring market leading into the summer months that we are currently in. And hey, if you are thinking about being a buyer in this market, this is actually a kind of a good time to be in the buyer market right now. Not a lot of competition. I'll tell you more all about that. So stay tuned. We're talking all about living in Atlanta right now. Hey guys, my name is Molly and welcome back to my channel where I talk all things living here in the Atlanta area. And today I'm going to give you a brief summary of what's been going on in the Atlanta real estate market from kind of the spring months leading up into the summer months, which we are currently in. And hey, if I can help you with your home search or your home sale, reach out to me, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. Let's just have a casual conversation and see how I could help you out, make a move here or sell your home here in the Atlanta area. Now I'm going to go over several charts to just kind of give you a visual of what has been happening. But if you are not into data and charts, the short end of the story is that it's kind of feels like a buyer's market right now. It has slowed down here in the Atlanta market. Homes are sitting longer. There's a lot more inventory.
Bueller. 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 Bueller.
So if you are a buyer and you are able to buy a house right now, even though the interest rates, I know they're a little higher than we'd like, but if you can afford a home and you're ready to go, this is actually a really great time to be buying, you guys. I'm seeing homes sit on the market a long time and sellers are getting antsy. They want to get their home sold. They are willing to make some deals happen. So that's kind of the quick synopsis of what is happening here in the Atlanta real estate market. But now let me put up some charts so you can see exactly what's going on. So the first chart I'm going to show you is just how many transactions have happened in the spring and summer months. And I'll show you the last couple of years so you can kind of get an idea of the cycle we're in. I mean, technically, you know, there are cycles in the real estate market and, you know, we have the big swing in the spring months where there's more transactions, the median sales price increases, and then it kind of dies down in the summertime. A lot of people go on vacation. Well, I feel like people have taken vacation a little sooner this year. Usually we see a slowdown in the real estate market in July. This year, I feel like it hit a month early, and you can see that the number of transactions from May to June of 2024 steeply declined from like 4,400 down to 3,000. So that is a sharp decline. Usually we don't see that until we lead in from June into July when, you know, there's the 4th of July holiday and then, you know, you got all the families traveling for vacation before school starts up again. So, and you'll kind of see the trend here in the last 2 years that the overall number of transactions has been lower. And I probably say that is mainly due to the stubborn interest rates that have been staying in that high 6, high or low 7% range. And so I think there's a lot of buyers just kind of waiting this out, waiting for the interest rates to drop. So there are some talks about maybe there's going to be some interest rate cuts here at the end of the year or into 2025. But it sounds like, you know, if you're hoping for a 5% interest rate, that's probably not going to happen. Maybe something in the low 6s. So, you know, if you're a buyer trying to wait out for a 5% interest rate, that might not happen for quite a long time. And again, I am no expert in this. I can't predict it, but I just think that, you know, if you're trying to hold out for interest rates to drop and prices to drop, I just don't see when that's going to happen. But there is some great news though, especially for buyers right now in the Atlanta market, is that the amount of supply that has hit the market has increased, which is really nice to see. Buyers have more options to choose from. And so this next chart I'm going to show you is the single family home supply. This is for the greater Atlanta market area. Now, if we were looking at micro markets in certain neighborhoods, obviously this number would change and vary, but we're just kind of looking at the Atlanta area as a whole and focusing on single family homes. But you're going to see, you know, we went from May of 3 months of supply to 3.4 months of supply in June. And this is a 62% increase year over year. So it's great to see a lot more inventory inventory out there. Now, you may be wondering, what does 3.4 months of supply even mean? And this is just kind of our way in the real estate world to measure how much inventory is out there. It's kind of like an absorption rate. How long would it take for all the homes that are currently on the market to get sold? And right now it would take about 3.4 months. Remember, a balanced market is considered 6 months of inventory. So it's a balanced market would be not a seller's market, not a buyer's market. So technically, because we're below that 6 months of inventory, it's still a seller's market out there. But I would say if you're a buyer, it kind of feels like right now it's a buyer's market in certain areas of town. Homes are sitting on the market a little bit longer. I want to put up one more chart to show you, just for reference, of the last time we had 3.4 months of inventory, and that was back in October of 2016. So it has been a very, very long time here in Atlanta to see that amount of inventory in the Atlanta area. And I will say, if you are a seller, you're probably not used to having your home sit on the market this long. I think all the sellers out there right now still think it's 2021 and they want to price their homes aspirationally, and they're expecting, multiple offers on their home. I still do see some multiple offers out there if it is like that perfect home in perfect move-in condition and in the perfect location. Otherwise, it's going to sit a little bit. And I will say, sellers are not used to that type of market where you're having to really wait for that right buyer to come along. So for buyers, this is great news for you. You have a little bit more time to get your finances in order, make a good solid decision, and get some negotiation on that sales price, or get some concessions from the seller. In fact, I've already helped a couple of buyers in this spring market get some great deals out there. One was a condo. It had been on the market since November of last year, and we were able to get off $17,000 off of this 1-bedroom condo. So that is a great deal for this particular buyer. Another one, this was a over $1 million home. It had been sitting on the market a while. Nothing wrong with the home at all. It was a beautiful home. I was a little suspicious when we went to see it, like, there's got to be a problem if this home is sitting on the market. No, the sellers just priced it way too high. They had this aspirational price, and so it sat. So guess what? We got to come in. We made an offer $100,000 under the list price, and we got that. So am I saying you can go in on day one of a home being listed and get a great discount off of the list price? Probably not. But if it has been a home that's been sitting for a month or 2 months, I think those sellers are getting pretty antsy and are ready to get rid of that home and are willing to make a deal. Okay, one more chart I'll show for you is like, how many days does it take to get a home under contract right now? And you're going to see the median number of days for June was 11 days. This is an increase of 22% year over year. Now, if you looked at the average number is 26 days. So, again, it will depend on the submarket that you are looking in, a specific neighborhoods. They can still sell quickly. Other neighborhoods can take longer, just depending on how desirable that area is. So with all that said, supply is up, days on market is up. Shouldn't prices be falling? Nope, they sure aren't. In fact, sales prices still have increased. Look at this chart right here. The median sales price for single family homes in the greater Atlanta area has increased about 8% year over year. We're right now at $485,000. So yeah, with all of that, prices are still holding strong, even though there is more supply on the market. Now, I will say I am seeing in my market a lot of price reductions. Again, I think it's sellers putting their houses on the market at this more aspirational price, or they're looking, way back in what their neighbors sold their house for over 6 months ago or 12 months ago. And the market's just changed. It's slowed down. So sellers really need to be pricing their homes kind of ahead of the market, knowing that there's less buyers out there competing for their home. And quite frankly, sellers are having to compete with more homes being placed on the market right now. Now, I do think as we move through the rest of the summer and into the fall, we are going to see that median sales price start to decline a little bit, and that is very normal in a real estate cycle. We usually see that peak hit usually May or June of each year, and that's pretty much happened year over year. So, when we start seeing the decline in that price, it's not like the world is crashing and everything is falling apart. That is very normal real estate cycles that we see every year. So I talked about single family homes here in the Atlanta market. Now I want to touch briefly on the condo market here in Atlanta because I have a lot of you that reach out and ask about what's going on with condos. So the condo market, oh my goodness, it is slow. Is the best way to put it. There are a lot of condos sitting on the market. If you are a condo seller, be patient, make sure your home is in tip-top shape for getting it on the market. Buyers are picky right now, not only in condos, but in single family homes. But the supply of condos has more than doubled year over year. So a lot more supply. So it is just taking a lot longer to sell condo units. And, you know, because condo units, a lot of them look alike. And so buyers are going to go and compare, you know, this unit to that unit, this floor to that floor, this building to that building. It's just going to take a little bit longer for you to sell a condo unit. You can see this chart right here, and it shows that it has doubled, like over doubled. It's 118% increase year over year. We went from 2.2 months in June of last year up to 4.8 months in June of this year. And if we look at the median days on market for a condo, you're going to see it has increased 100% year over year from 13 days up to 26 days. Now this is the median days on market. If you're looking at average days on market, that is about 40 days. And again, this is all of Metro Atlanta. And you know, what about the sales price? What's the sales price doing? It's staying actually pretty flat. 0% change year over year, median sales price around $305,000. So, you know, if you are looking for a condo right now, I tell all my condo buyers that, you know, if it's a condo that has been sitting on the market for quite a while, you're going to get some negotiation for sure. There are definitely some deals to be had in the condo market. I think a big slowdown in the condo market here in the Atlanta area is one, mainly just because we've had this huge increase in supply. So buyers have a lot more to choose from. You know, especially in Midtown and Buckhead, where primarily a lot of the condos live, you know, a lot of these condo units are aging, they're older. A lot of these condo high-rise buildings were built in 2006, 2007, and quite frankly, you know, a lot of these units still have like original features, and people want updates, they want upgrades. So if you haven't updated your condo unit, you're still selling kind of the builder grade materials, you might think about doing a few updates to make it a little bit more sellable and marketable. Like I said, everyone is watching way too much AGTV right now and have these ideas that things have to be perfect, not only in condos, but in single family homes as well. So how I conclude this market update for sellers, if you're thinking about selling in the next couple of months or into the fall is a great time to list because, you know, I feel like that buyer activity does pick up a little bit. People want to get into a house before the holiday months set in, but you need to, you know, price your home ahead of the market. Do not be looking at comps that are over 6 months old. You really need to look at just like the last couple of months to really price your home correctly in this current market that we are in. And remember that buyers are being very, very picky and critical right now. They want these perfect picture homes. So, you know, get those walls painted. If the carpets need to be replaced, you know, things that are going to picture well and have your home show ready, that is really going to pay off in the long run. Now, if you are a buyer in this current market, this is a great time to be buying. I mean, I am trying to shout this from the rooftops that buyers, you know, don't be waiting until the fall to get into the market. That's when all the other buyers are going to jump back in. If you can afford it and you're ready, this is a great time because sellers are being very, very antsy. They want to get their home sold. They're wondering what is going on. They are ready to make a deal. So if you're looking for a deal or wanting to negotiate, this is the time. In July, August, I think these are going to be great months for buyers to jump in this market and not have to compete. Okay, I'll end it there, but thanks for joining me. Now, if you are thinking about making a move to Atlanta or you're wanting to sell your home here in Atlanta, you want to talk further about it, reach out to me, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. I have all my contact information down below. Would love to hear from you. But until next time, you guys, I'll see you around the neighborhood.